Pacifica's student body is composed of people from many different backgrounds. We have students that have wealth, we have students that have not much, we have students that are in the middle class, we have students who are strong in their faith, they're Protestants, we have students who are Catholic, we have students who are agnostic, we have students who are secular, we have students who are atheists, we have Jewish students, we have Muslim students, we have students from all backgrounds coming to Pacifica to ask important questions. And so one of the things that's important to us at Pacifica is that they understand the Christian worldview. So they're going to take classes in Old Testament, they take classes in New Testament, they're going to take classes in church history. They're going to learn the totality of the Christian worldview and have this rich conversation about it. But that's not all there is. There's a whole other side to the coin. There's ideas out there that are counter to the Christian worldview. And so we offer a senior level class in atheism. And you might say, that's kind of strange for a Christian school to be offering a class in atheism. Now, don't get me wrong, we're not trying to promote atheism. We're trying to help students walk through the ideas of atheism so they're familiar with it. So when they go out into college, they are well-rounded and they can have a really important conversation. And so if you don't have that conversation with them, when they go to college, they're going to have those conversations and go, where was this in 9th and 10th grade? It's really, really important. And so that class in atheism is key for us to help them see the other side of the coin so that they get the Christian worldview, they get the secular worldview as expressed in atheism, and then they can go into the world ready to have a conversation about all of it. We don't want to hide anything from them. We want to present it all. We think God's big enough for them to wrestle with all these different ideas. And so we sent a student out a number of years ago who went to Berkeley. Happened to be a Christian student, strong on his faith. He was into theater at Pacifica and also computer science. And when he got to Berkeley, he had two other roommates, both atheists. And so he began to have discussions with them, and they were shocked that he had read all these works on atheism and read this literature. They had certainly read those things, but they were kind of embarrassed. And what they were embarrassed by is that they hadn't read anything on the Christian side that he had read, anything on Augustine, anything on the Church Fathers. They hadn't really read the New Testament. And so, to be honest, they wanted to explore that. So they wanted to be more balanced. So they began to ask him for a list of Christian works that they could read as atheists, right? So I thought that was really cool. And so he called back and said, I really appreciate my Pacifica education because as a Christian, I was encouraged in my faith, but I was also given these tools to look at the other side of the coin to help engage people that might be different than me. And he had this great experience at Berkeley with his roommates, with this kind of intellectual hospitality, this intellectual charity in this conversation, but he was educated that way at Pacifica. So we're not trying to hide things from kids. We think they can handle the conversation. We're trying to build them up, and we're trying to grow them and prepare them for the world.